All right, to start this video, you got to know. And if you're new to the channel, you got to know me and the other guy that do videos for this channel. We are Lions fans. You see the lion back there, but we love the little guy. We love the NFL. So any teams that the national media seems to ignore, we are all over. And the Jacksonville Jags are one of those teams who I love. And I'm also I got to say right now, had a fantasy football draft yesterday. It was a dynasty draft. I had the 7th overall pick. I had Jamar Chase sitting there. I had Joe Burrow sitting there. Okay. I had Justin Fields sitting there. I had Herbert sitting there. You know who I drafted? Trevor Lawrence. That's what's up. All right. Because I believe in this team. I believe in what he is going to become. You just see elite characteristics from him, but that's not what this video is about. The Jags got a 28-23 victory over the Dallas Cowboys, but there are some great early signs for the Jacksonville Jaguars. It wasn't a perfect performance. Like we know that. And it's preseason, it's week 1. You can't expect perfection, but it was good. There were points, there was defense, there were turnovers forced, timely turnovers, especially after Lawrence's interception that he threw on the first possession of the game. But there were good early signs, not only, from the young vets and good players like that, but also some of the younger players as well. All right. So there were multiple sacks in the first half, which I know Jacksonville fans will love. All right. But it was better. Rookie Yasir Abdullah registered a second quarter sack, got good pressure. Jeremiah Ledbetter got good pressure later in the quarter. Brenton Strange was a good part of the offense. He looked like he belonged, the tight end. A lot of good things were happening. One thing that I loved was looking at Tank Bigsby's line. I mean, what did he do? Like 9 carries, 54 yards, somewhere in that range. He had a 34-yard run in the second quarter that actually showed a little bit more pop, and it showed a little bit more speed than I thought. But Tank Bigsby looks to have the inside edge to be the short yardage back. Look, I'm not saying other people can't do that. I think here's my struggle. I know Travis Etienne is good. His burst, and he showed it in the first preseason game. He has a different gear that honestly I didn't even see when he was at Clemson. It's so weird to see a player pop off the screen in the NFL when they didn't pop off the screen in college. And I'm not saying he wasn't a great player. He was a great player. He just looks to be so quick, even more so in the NFL. And he looked that in this game. He really did. He's always fun to watch. But last year, you can remember multiple times where you get down, you have a short yardage to go, third down, maybe fourth down. Maybe it's it's your third and inside the 3, or any down inside the 3-yard line, and you just get stuffed. And it wasn't his fault. He's just not that huge. All right. So you get a rookie named Tank, and he can be a better, inside force. Jermichael Hasty, same. He's not an inside runner. All right. So yeah, I think it makes sense that Tank could have the ability to do that. And I think this would be really good for the team. I will say, like I said, Trevor Lawrence is my quarterback. If you want to run Trevor Lawrence every once in a while near the goal line, please feel free. All right. But this isn't the only things. The takeaways that I had: Calvin Ridley doesn't look that rusty, does he? Like, dude looks good. And he is in and out of his breaks. He is in and out of his cuts well. Him and Lawrence already had a couple connections. They seem to kind of be on the same page. He looked good. Zay Jones looked good. Nice catch toward the back of the end zone. Christian Kirk had a touchdown catch at the back of the end zone. I mean, Lawrence showed off that he could throw it to everyone. He could show it to everyone, and he was able to, in a quarter, show all of his weapons. And that is one of the things that I absolutely love about this team, and why I think you should be excited. So you checked the things. Trevor Lawrence, interception, still bounced back. Defense bounced back. Calvin Ridley, How's he going to look? He hasn't played in a year and a half. He hasn't played in 2 years. He looked like he was the best athlete on the field many times. He was the best he looked like he was the best wide receiver on the field. That's not easy to do after not playing for 2 years. It just flat out isn't easy. Zay Jones still looked like Zay Jones. He still looked good. Christian Kirk still looked like Christian Kirk. Anton Harrison, rookie, right tackle. Guess what? You didn't hear his name. That's a good thing. He held up well. He held up well. But it wasn't just the starters that held up well. And you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the play of the preseason. I'm talking about what might end up being the best play of the year. And it's Nathan Rourke. This dude's coming out of the Canadian Football League. He broke not one, not two, not three, but 4 sack attempts. He slung a 21-yard pass to running back Quadre Allison and scored a touchdown with a Cowboys defender, Ben Banagu, I think is his name, just draped all over his waist. And it's like, you can't believe it. You need to look at it. If you haven't seen it yet, you need to go watch it. And to watch what this guy was doing was truly, truly remarkable. I thought it was fantastic. I thought on the other side, cornerback Gregory Jr., the Jags forced 3 turnovers. He was a big, big part in 2 of them. In the first quarter, Kavontae Turpin fielded a punt return. And then he had an 8-yard return, and then Jags wide receiver Tim Jones and a long snapper combined for the tackle, knocked the ball loose, and Junior was quick on the scene. I saw Turpin get up and go for it. I'm like, oh, he's going to recover his own fumble. But Junior was even quicker. He was even quicker. And then a couple of possessions later, he forced a fumble of his own while preventing a Dallas touchdown in the process. This is huge. This is huge. He was a 6th round pick last year. And this is the kind of thing that you look for in good teams. Can they make good use? When you get those guys in the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round, what you're looking for are guys that can make plays, that they can play defense in a pinch. They're going to be good special teams contributors. And he showed the ability to do all of those things. All of those things. Earlier, we had a video that highlighted another corner for the Jags. It was Caleb Hayes. I forgot. I blanked on his name for a second. Rookie corner, and how good he has looked and how good he has been in camp. But Gregory Jr. said, hey, not so fast, my friends. Don't forget about me. I have a spot on this team. So a lot of good signs coming out of the first preseason game for the Jags. You have to be excited, just like we are as Lions fans. There's a lot of talent. And it seems like there's a lot of guys making a hard push for the team, speaking to your team's depth, which is great. So let me know, who is your standout players? What was the thing you love seeing most? Hit the comments. Give me a like. Give the channel a like here at Sports Talk Extra. And who knows, even subscribe. All right. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.